Do you wish there was some kind of community where you could talk to other parents and a bunch of coursework that you could do to learn more about special education? Well, I might have an answer for you. Welcome to the Sped Space. Welcome back to the Sped Space podcast. I am your host, Nick Coletti. I am happy to be here. And my voice is a little raspy. I probably should have got some water because I just recorded 11 videos about understanding IDEA, the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, for my newly created Skool community, the Sped Space Community on Skool, Skool. So definitely check that out in the description below. I am ecstatic with how many people are already joining. I was very happily surprised. I highly recommend you get in on it. The first 10 people, there's a reduced price. So go check it out. By the time this releases, I don't even know if that'll still be available. It's for the lifetime of the membership. It's going to be $69 right now, reduced, and it's going to go up to $99 once those first 10 are sold, and it's going to stay at $99. It's $99 a month, and you'll get access to a ton of coursework that I'm going to be continuing to release, basically explaining special education and how it works, how to navigate the meetings, how to make sure that your child is receiving an appropriate education, how to educate your child, and the major thing that we're going to be doing, which I'm super excited about. And let me slow down to see. I'm all amped up. Let me slow down. I have been, for years, trying to think of really cool and unique ways to help educate parents about their rights and about how to educate their children. I'm an educator. I taught for many years. I love teaching. So I spent a lot of time thinking about this. How can I do something unique and different? Because that's my personality. I like to do things a little differently than everybody else. I don't like to be cookie cutter. I don't like to just do the same trends. But how do I do something meaningful? How do I create something that is beneficial and impactful? The thing I love about being a special education teacher is, while I may teach very similar things day after day, week after week, year after year, every kid I work with, every student I work with had a unique set of needs. So while I may have to make sure that every kid learns how to do 5 times 5 or write a 1 paragraph response, the way they may learn it can be entirely different from student to student. So I love being able to come up with different solutions to the same problem. I think that's really fun. And so the problem I was facing and am facing is, how do I help parents read an IEP as effectively as I can? Now, I'm constantly growing my understanding of reading an IEP. So I don't want to sit here and be like, I have it down perfectly. I'm still learning too. But I do know I have a base level that's experienced. I've read thousands of IEPs. I've written hundreds of them, and I have a lot of experience implementing them. So I have experience that some others don't. What I have yet to see anywhere, and maybe I'm wrong on this, but what I've yet to see is someone doing live IEP reviews. And the big part that's tricky about that is obviously privacy. I would have done it by now, but I don't have an IEP to review that is redacted. And I don't feel comfortable asking one of my clients to allow me to do that, because I don't want to put them in an awkward position or an awkward situation where they feel like they have to say yes to something that they don't want to say yes to just because they want to do me a favor, right? So I'm very aware of my role as an advocate. So I thought that this was a good solution. I thought, if I could just sit down with an IEP and a crowd of people, and I'll start going through it section by section, just like I would do for a record review for any client, or go through it as a teacher. Okay, I have to go teach this kid. How do I set up a program? How do I use this and implement it? If I can do that and just answer questions as I go through it, I'm sure it could be a super helpful experience for everyone involved, myself included, and for everyone else. But for years, I didn't know how to do it. I was going to put this on YouTube. There's privacy issues with that. Where am I going to get access to these IEPs? So finally, I came across, actually from jiu-jitsu, funny enough, I joined a Skool community for, I don't want to get into the details too much, and it's not the correct language, but basically building out jiu-jitsu lessons or a structure of classes. And it was done really well. And I was like, oh, this is an interesting platform. So I have built out my own Skool community called the Sped Space Community, as I led off with. And within the community, there are kind of multiple things, really cool aspects of it. One, there's a community board, which is no different than just like a forum or somewhere for people to speak with. And that exists. That could be on Facebook, that could be on Instagram, whatever. But the thing to note is people are paying to be part of this. So the quality of the conversations are going to be a little bit higher. Hopefully we don't have any trolls. I can just ban them if we do. But you're going to have a higher quality of engagement in that. Two is the actual courses. So there's a classroom and courses that you can take. And so as I led off with the video or the podcast today, I was saying I just finished recording a bunch of videos for a course. So the course that's up right now is just the intro course. But the one I just recorded today is Understanding IDEA, the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act. And I recorded 11 videos. I have to, edit them and everything. But I mean, just the titles of it real quick. Understanding IDEA, FAPE, which is Free and Appropriate Public Education. What is special education? LRE, the Least Restrictive Environment. Who does IDEA cover? The federal floor, state ceiling, child find. What is an IEP? What is the school required to do? What are your rights? And then next steps from that. And I have 30 courses already planned. So a course might contain both of my courses right now have 11 videos. I'm not going to say everyone has 11 videos, but sometimes they might be more, sometimes they might be less. But there's, I have 30 courses planned. And based on what people are telling me that they need, I'll just develop more courses. And I've been teaching for 20 years. I mean, this is what I do. This is this is the best of all worlds. I'm taking my actual classroom experience of teaching and getting to implement it now for my desire to make sure that people can understand and advocate for their children's rights, what they need in special education, the IEPs. It's great. The third thing that's really cool, third aspect of this, is the live calls. So right now I have it scheduled for once a week, and that might change in the future, and the times might change. Currently, our first session is going to be Wednesday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time, where I'm going to go through one of the members' redacted IEPs. Now, it's early on. Hopefully, I get somebody to volunteer. The first one is just whoever wants to volunteer first, and then going forward from there, we're going to figure out a spinner wheel or how to do it at random, how to keep it fair so everybody gets an opportunity. But we'll go through different documents too. But basically, I'll just go through the document. I'm just going to go through it and take a look and show you how I read an IEP and go through it. This is something that I've been grappling with for 3 years now, even longer. I've been thinking about this a long time, even when I was teaching. But I've been an advocate for over 3 years now. And this is something I've really, 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 really wanted to do. I have a lot of passion for this. I think this is going to be such a unique, special opportunity for everyone that's part of this community. Because again, I don't think anyone is doing this. And I'm sure people can do it, but I've been doing this for a while now. And I'm excited to work on it with other people. So I'm very, very, very excited about this. This is kind of a different podcast. This just sounds like a giant advertisement, but you know what? It's something I'm really passionate about. I'm creating it. It's really special to me, and people are already joining in. I'm ecstatic with how many people have already joined. I was shocked, honestly. I just sent out initial emails to clients or people that have requested advocacy services and then never got back to me. So they were like, Nick, I need help. And I'm like, okay, we're going to meet at this time or whatever works. Let me know. and then I don't hear anything. And for what it's worth, I don't really chase after people in this line of business because I need so much collaboration that it's hard to chase after people. So I don't. But this is a good medium, I think. This is a good kind of middle ground because a lot of the parents that I spoke with, whether they've taken me on as their advocate or not, have had a desire to better understand and learn more about the special education process. And that's what the intention of this course is going to be. This intention of this school is going to be SKOOL school. It's cool because it's with the K. But yeah, I'm super excited about this. Some of the courses that I have in mind, I mean, a lot of them are going to be around the IEP itself, but also the kind of, what happens when there's a breakdown in communication, what happens when you want to try to get your kid outplaced, how to actually educate your child and how to actually work with your kids. So these courses will come out. I mean, I'm going to try to record one every week if it's possible. I don't know if I can maintain that, but I'm going to get them out often. And again, as the need arises for different subject matter, I will create content around it. So again, I'm going to keep talking here. My voice is getting raspy, but go check it out. I'll put it in the description. But if you need a link to it, you can go to my Instagram at GSE Advocates or go to my website, greenwichseadvocates.com/resources. That's under the resources tab. And it'll be right up there. The Sped Space Community on Skool. So go check it out. Very excited about that. Otherwise, what are we talking about today? What's been going on? The school year is starting to ramp up a little bit. I'm sorry. Anticipation for the school year is starting to ramp up a little bit. Still early August. I guess it'll be, early August when this gets released still. But it's getting there. People are getting antsy. I'm getting a few more calls, a few more requests for advocacy. I recorded an episode a few weeks back about what can you do over the summer, and we're still there. You can't really force these schools to do anything right now because technically no school days are passing. So just waiting for the school year to start. What are you guys anticipating for the school year? What are you nervous about? Let me know in the comments below. Things I can discuss. You know what, guys? I think my brain's a little fried this week, and I'm not really big into the 10-minute episodes, but my voice is shot. I have been super amped on creating this school, and I think I just hit the wall, the proverbial wall. I just realized I recorded all those videos without turning my light on. So that's a shame, but it is what it is. And I think I'm going to wrap this episode up. So yeah, I think I'm going to wrap it up. Sorry, guys. I'm just tired. I'm excited. I'm happy, but I need to take a breather. I need to drink some water. So please check out my various different services I have going on. If you need an advocate, you can check out greenwichseadvocates.com and submit a request for one. Just fill out the form and I'll get back to you myself. It's just me, one-man show. If you want to join the Sped Space newsletter, I release a newsletter once a month. Surprise, surprise. This one's going to be a lot about the school one as well because it's just getting released, but also just anticipation of the new school year and some things you can get prepared for. And then please check out the Sped Space Community on Skool. This is awesome. Take advantage of the reduced price. That is $69 a month for the lifetime of your membership for the first 10 members. And that is selling out quickly. So honestly, my apologies if it's already sold out by the time this gets released. It's quite possible that it does. But yeah, I thank you for watching. Please leave us a 5-star review on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you get your podcasts. And like and subscribe if you're on YouTube. Leave a comment below, and I'll catch you guys next week. Bye.